Food for thought. What does food mean to people? Well, everybody has food in different ways, by meaning that food is something most people enjoy. Food's an experience, cooking it, eating it, and it is a symbol of many things. For people with autism, food is very limited, or it can be something to be creative or enjoy. People have food at parties, people eat, it's a basic need, it sustains life. What we eat can be medicine, it can be nourishing, or it can be complete junk. Food can be fun because it's who doesn't love nachos at a party or a pizza? Who doesn't enjoy cooking when it's something that you view with creativity or with intention? I look at food as a strength as well. I had a complicated relationship with food. By that I mean that growing up I always enjoyed food, but I also struggled with limited views of how food should be. So I enjoyed basic things like your pizza and your junk food and things, but I also struggled with texture and with being open-minded about trying new things at times. I went with what people told me was good rather than figuring it out on my own. And I was very intimidated by cooking. So for me, food represents a lot of things. I learned to cook when I was closer to my early 30s. I started to learn in my 20s, and it took me a while to figure it out. Didn't become good at baking until the last few years. And I became good at cooking about 5 years into my marriage. I started to understand that I really had a passion for cooking. I learned how to cook at high temperatures and just get it done and over with when I was a kid because it was a chore. When I was taught how to cook and how to use seasonings and get creative with recipes and figure out what I enjoyed, start putting love into my food, it became a way to be creative and express myself the way other people might through music or through dance, through artwork. It became a way for me to connect with others and show my love to my community. I started to use food as a tool for health rather than regulation, rather than just something to do every day. Eating is a necessity, but it's also an experience. And the energy that you are feeling when you cook transmutes into your food. When I cook with less mindfulness, the recipes don't turn out great. Food is a strength because I had to do a lot of YouTube tutorials. I wanted to learn how to cook and take care of myself. I had to do a lot of YouTube tutorials to practice. I had to watch hours and hours of videos for years, and I had to be taught by multiple people how to cook. I've had people show me, open up my mind to expanding on how good food is. And now I'm not afraid to try new things or experiment with a recipe. One thing I always wanted to do was film myself cooking, but I was scared. And I took that leap of faith a few months ago when I posted that first cooking video. Cooking and basic things are sometimes things normal adults struggle with. And for me, it represents a way to not only express love for my community and nourish my body and enjoy connection, but it represents open mindedness and experience with learning something new. How a weakness can become one of your greatest strengths. I get a lot of compliments on my cooking, even if some of my recipes are a little bit out there. It's all perspective, and I think that when you set your mind to something, your experience might be limited, but when you want to try it something and it matters, it's possible to make it work. It's possible to turn something that scares you into something that you can share with others and use to connect with others. I use food sometimes as a basis for some of my jokes. You know, so many things can be represented by food. Food is life. And like food, I hope we also learn to enjoy life. That's important. Food should be made with love. That's a judgment. I believe in making food with love, and I believe in living life with love. May it be a joyous and happy life. May the food that you eat and the life that you live be celebrated. 'Tis the season. Peace.